We're going to do a song that has really helped us find our sound. For those of you guys who are just coming to see us for the first time, I'm originally from Ireland. Ben is from...
I'm from England.
From England today again. I never know where he's going to be from. We came over
It all depends. I filed my tax return now, so I can't really lie about it.
We came over to the United States about 4.5, nearly 5 years ago, and found Austin on our first trip and completely fell in love with it, and are very, very grateful to call it our home. And you're stuck with us because we're not going anywhere because it's way too cool a place to live. So this is a song that we played a lot on that very first trip and really helped us find our sound as a duo. This is a Fleetwood Mac number for you.
so much, thank you. We've got some very special friends in the audience this evening, which we are going to start to get up and come play some songs with us soon. This is our, actually our second to last show before we leave town for all of November and part of December. So we want to...
Are you happy we're leaving? I'm only joking, I'm sorry.
It's funny. It's
No,
funny because
I know what the woohoo was for.
It's funny because it's exactly the noise my mother made when I told her I was leaving England for good. She was like, woo! She went out and bought a scratch card after that. She thought she was on a roll, I think, you know.
I know, don't worry. I knew I could play with you with that woohoo.
Oh, no. They meant they're pleased.
No, that didn't mean that. You didn't mean we're pleased you're leaving.
All right. This is another song that's going to be on our upcoming long-playing record.
You happy about that too?
I'm going to dedicate this one to my very good friend, Mr. Eric Betancourt. Those of you who know him, he's a fine singer-songwriter. I mean, he's a distinctly average human being, but he's a fine singer-songwriter. No, he was very complimentary to me when I wrote this song. And I, you know, as much as on a personal level I don't really like him a lot, from a songwriting point of view I respect him a lot. So
the next thing we could do would be point you out in the audience.
This one's for you, Eric.
He's right down the back. We love you, Eric.
Oh, well, I mean, she speaks for herself, you know. I like you. If there was a fire, there's a good chance I'd pull you out. Depending on what LPs were in the room, though, at the same time, you know. If it was a toss-up, be left to luck. Guess you weren't joking when you said about skipping town. The only things I could see through that old cracked window was the stuff that was nailed down. The price that you paid was just too damn steep, for some secrets you just never asked to keep. So with one eye on the road, the other in the rear view, you're headed for higher ground. However far you're up, you can never cover up the sun. Oh, but I wish you'd stick around. Come on over, meet me up more than one way to, more than one way to, more than one way to the promised land. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Mr. You, Eric. Love you, Eric. I do love you, Eric, a lot. Like you know, like an illegitimate son or something like that.
So this next song is also going to be a new song that's on our next record, and we're going to dedicate it to the lovely dancers, Rhett and Deb. We got really lucky and got to make a music video for this song, and they very kindly let us use their beautiful blue T-Bird and their ranch out in Dripping Springs to film this. So if you haven't checked it out, please do, and you'll go and see all of their wonderful, lovely things. And this is a song for it. It's called Up.
The wind has changed, there's a storm coming now. There's a rattle in my bones. I hear the whisper in between the clouds, like a hand upon my throat. No backing out, this work is gonna show you what it's really made of. Swallow your doubt, wake up, it's only a matter of time. I wanna go up. Lift me up, take me so far away. I wanna go up, 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 take me up, lift me high today. It's not a hill, there's a mountain yet to climb, and we all must find a way. And this prophecy that's made for you and I grows stronger every day. Reflections that time erases, pinnacle that seems so big we never make it. Standing behind those faces, dreams that the eye cannot see. I wanna go up. Lift me up, take me so far away. I wanna go up, 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 take me up, lift me high today. Faces the mirror of the night, in every corner persuasions you find, magnetizing you and I. There's this vortex of mine. I wanna go, lift me up, take me so far away. I wanna go up, 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 take me up, lift me high. I wanna go up. Lift me up, take me so far away. I wanna go up, 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 take me up, lift me high today.
Thank you so much.
We got one more for you. We're going to take a quick break. But in our second half, we're going to get up our array, our menagerie of musical guests.
Talented friends. We're very lucky.
I think Eric's going to tell a couple of jokes, which will be great. So get yourself ready there, Eric.
Or strip. Are you going to strip?
No, we don't want people to leave. So this is a song called Sit Me Down Woman Blues. I wrote this song whilst I was stuck on a train in England at a very nice provincial train station, and there were these two ladies having a very deep, profound conversation about something very deep and profound. And there was a guy sitting with them who I can only imagine was just like me and thought that the majority of things that came out of his mouth were comic genius, when they in fact were not. And at one point in the conversation, one of his little quips managed to cut through, and it stopped their profound conversation dead. And one of the women then just turned to the guy and said, "Oh, can't you just sit there and be quiet?" And the whole train went silent. Silent. It was like, this guy's just been emasculated. So he's going to sit there like a child that's been put on the naughty step. He's going to think about what he's done. Within a couple of minutes, he was back in with his lightning quick quips. It did give me a title for the nonsense I'd been writing in my notebook whilst I'd been sitting there pretending that I wasn't listening to their deep and profound conversation. This is a song called Sit Me Down Woman Blues. Pass well, I can't escape this skin. If you can't see your own reflection, looking back and don't look in. I wish it was as simple now as filling in a fall. But you know as well as I that staying in won't stop the storm. The station, my suitcase is empty now. I used up all its solutions and I returned to take a bow. I now stand here before you just as